Hey y'all, what's going on? Hope you're having a good day. We are going to be getting into Gachiakuta today, picking back off after the beginnings of this fight, getting some power-ups from the raiders, some intimidation factor, that's for damn sure. Our cleaners seem to be in a bit of a mix here. So, I don't know y'all, like I said last time, I'm a little worried for our cleaners. Maybe we're going to get a character death. I don't know, man. I don't know how cutthroat this author is going to be with our favorite characters, but I'm not going to lie, I'm getting nervous. So we'll have to see how it turns out here. If y'all enjoy the reaction, drop a like for me, comment. Check out the Patreon if you want full uncut reactions. Would love to have y'all there. And I appreciate y'all spending some time with me today. Let's go ahead and get into this. Damn, she can like spy on people through the portal too? Her power's sick. She's gonna take like notes on everyone's powers. Deer's even more scary than when he's looking at that candy. Dear little boy. Dude, his hair is kind of dope. This guy's voice actor sounds familiar. He's 10. Is it Dimple's voice actor from Mom? Bundus. Okay. Damn, his like shoulder pad thing's crazy big. Okay. Maybe something Zodil's offering. What is that? Oh. Here comes the giver. So what information do you want, bro? Other than these creepy fingers. I do want to know more about this boss. He's mysterious in himself, you know. We haven't really heard much about him. Ooh. Oh. Stare it out. Yeah, dude, he's mysterious. The eye on the back of him, that was weird. The tattoo that moved. If his like tattoos are his vital instrument, that'd be kind of dope. Okay.
だからお前らが何を答えようと、嵐屋に情報が行くことはない。
No, you can trust him now.
わかった。その代わり好きに答える。 じゃあコルバスの好きな食べ物は
What the heck?
食べ甘味だな。
Everyone loves their sweets around here.
年齢は聞いたことはない。そして遊ぶことは
Oh my god, why is he so intimidating?
いつから掃除屋にいる。知らん。人気を使うのを見たことはないな。何か不利になりそうな質問は濁して早々に場を収めるはずが、思ったより普通のことしか聞いてこないから。
I wonder if this is part of his power, is like the interrogation.
イライラし始めたよ。
Oh no.
早くなんとかしないと顔にシワが残っちまう。
Oh my gosh.
やりづれ。俺いつもいたもん。じゃあ俺の番だな。お前らが負けたら半獣の供物になってもらう予定なんだ。お前らが見たことあるかは知らんが、嵐屋は何体か半獣の生成に成功した。
Yeah, like the one Rio fought.
今さらっととんでもないことを聞いた気がするんだよ。
Yeah, it's kind of sus.
お前がくれた情報はこちらの情報を渡すに値したのさ。ミステリアスな存在でも甘味好きという情報があるだけで一気に人間味が出るよな。仲間にもうまく隠せてるな。自らの正体をよ。
Yeah, that's true.
もう隠す必要ねえよな。君オイラと同じだよな。ボス以外でオイラを潰せるやつが現れたって。
See, the boss must be strong physically too, dude. Bro is insane, dude. I fucking love it. Ugh. I love and hate him, bro. It's so funny.
俺ネタ切れなんじゃが
ZANKA cooked, bro?
降ってくるゴミを見ればわかる。展開は豊かなんだろう。生物は不思議なもんだ。
As a roach goes by.
降ってきたゴミの中には下界では確認されていない種の死骸が混ざっている時もある。
Oh, that's kind of sad.
とも同じ。生きる環境が違えば人間性も違ってくる。俺は下界人でお前は天界人だが、どうしてだ。どうして俺と同じ目をしている。
Hatred, man.
ジャバーが言っていた。お前は俺と同じ匂いがすると。俺が直接出向きたくなったんだ。
ふざけんな。展開落とすとかできるかもわかんねえことに俺を勧誘してえなら、正々堂々普通に言いに来りゃいいじゃねえか。
Yeah.
俺の意志で俺がぶっ飛ばしたいやつをぶっ飛ばしに上目指してんだよ。勝手に同類にしてあいつら巻き込んでんじゃねえ。
普通ってなんだろうな。下界人の中には天界から降るゴミを天の恵みだと崇めた。
Wow, really?
腐りきった生ゴミだろうと。
Bro, that was crazy.
恵みだと受け入れ浸水し強要する。
That's a... Oh my god, dude. Ugh.
傍から見れば異常でも麻痺すれば日常、そして常識となり抗えば異端となる。 薬になる常識もあるだろう。だが狂ったやつが作り出した常識は気づかれずに蝕み続ける猛毒。
Yeah, normal isn't always a good thing.
手っ取り早く猛毒による幻覚から一瞬でも引き戻す方法がある。衝撃を与える。
Bro, ooh. Ah. You nasty. He sure shocked my system, y'all.
衝撃は便利。強制的に人の内側を引き出せる。お前も過去引き出された。ジャバーと今逃走してるものも引き出す可能性があるのか。もしくは衝撃に負けて。
Ay, 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 dude.
潰されるかだ。
こいつもじゃ。こいつもあっち側じゃ。天才側じゃ。あんな普通勝てるわけなからんが。なんじゃ抑えとったって。そう見られたくてそう言っとる奴らはアホほど見てきたけど、本物はもう目が純粋すぎて分かってしまうんじゃ。
You can tell Jobber's not joking at all, man. He's just crazy.
凡人は何やっても天才には勝てん。だからこそ勝ちがいがあるな。
It's motivating, that's for sure. Gifted and not. Here we go, y'all. Ooh, yeah. Time to see some sick animation.
なんか逃げてばっかじゃねえ。三角
Yeah, let's go. Sick, dude. Stormy weather. Oh my god, that's crazy, dude. Dude, this is awesome. Wow, the look on Zonka's face. Oh. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Come on, Zonka.
証明するまでするのじゃ。
Nice. Ooh. He's gonna love that, man. Man, the bite of his claws, crazy. Freaking sadist. Yo, you love that shit, bro. He's perfect for you. Sadie's a masochist.
やっぱまだ隠してんじゃん。
とんでもお前に追いついたるけ。
Yeah, just keep on improving. Keep trying your hardest. Dang, dude. Dude, Zonka's got some good moves. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
左爪に当たっちゃったな。マジモードのオイラの左爪は3つまで直近の毒使えんだよ。
So he's fucked, dude.
毒、お楽しみ用のお気に毒。そんでさっきの
The good old time? Is that just pain? Oh god, that's a lot of blood.
うんこよりマシなんじゃねえの。はあ。
No way. No. We're really gonna end on that. I don't trust anything on a damn cliffhanger, but that did not look good, y'all. Not at all. Alright, y'all, let's talk about this episode for a little bit. Man, I really loved the fight between ZANKA and JABBER. That animation was sick, dude. Definitely, probably like the best animation we've had in the show so far, at least like, I guess, the best sequence as a whole. Although, obviously leaving off on a big cliffhanger if ZANKA is dead. Although, the light, you know, kind of the way it came out of his eyes and the kind of, yeah, I don't know if any of y'all have seen a living being die before. I haven't seen like a human die or anything, but I remember a few years ago, we had to put down my family dog that we grew up with, and it was really sad. But like I remember, like as they're putting her down, you see literally like the light of their eyes disappearing, and it kind of reminded me of that, which is obviously sad, but you know, it makes me think that ZANKA could be dying here. Now it does leave off before all of the light from his staff disappears, like it's about to, and then it cuts. But and we also get a flash of this, I think a girl with the sword, maybe a sister or something like that, somebody who's really, you know, might have inspired ZANKA. So maybe we'll start with a backstory next episode. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be pretty sad for him to die off this early. You know, like I said at the beginning, I have a feeling someone could die in this, so it could make sense. But at the same time, like I want to know more of ZANKA before they just like kill him off, which I think we'll get at bare minimum. Whether he lives or not, I think we'll get more here next episode. So, of course, have to have the cliffhanger though. It's the saddest part about waiting week to week, you know. Outside of that, we get some interesting conversations with Bundes. We get the name, interesting, giver power with the like weird, you know, corpsey fingers, but kind of machine-like, very strange. He's an interesting character, kind of a little bit more, seems like he's more independent. He's after two things though. One is something that Zodoka gave him, and one is information that he wants about Corvus. And I kind of like that whole conversation about the bro guy seemingly isn't really able to answer a lot of his questions. The only thing he's able to answer is that he likes sweets, but like knowing what his giver power is, or his vital instrument, or what he does for fun, all these things, even though he doesn't know it, it does give this guy a lot of answers that Corvus is very like meticulous and secretive, and hides even information from his own comrades. So it does give him a lot, actually. And the whole sweets thing kind of humanizes him as well. So he's, even though he is very maybe like crafty and intentional about hiding some of his knowings and doings, he still ultimately is a human, you know, the way he likes sweets and, you know, flashing and drinking his tea and do the eye power. That's really curious. I'm very, very curious on what Corvus's power is going to be. It was around like that tattoo. That was pretty freaking sick. Let's go and get in the character ratings. We'll talk a little bit more. For MVP, I'm going to give it to ZANKA in his fight. Just really sick animation, but I do like kind of the whole setup of like the gifted versus kind of the mediocre or average type. And it seems like Jabber is supposed to be more of that gifted type. Although Jabber talks about getting the shit kicked out of him with people who are so much better than him too. But maybe he's just, you know, there's a level up of even more gifted people. But, you know, Jabber talks about how it, you know, makes him feel alive. And in similar ways, ZANKA seems to have some kind of the same upbringing. I don't know if ZANKA is not supposed to be super talented. I've kind of thought he has been talented. If I remember correctly from like what Engine said, that he was pretty gifted, I think. But, you know, ZANKA clearly states that he doesn't think there's more potential within him, or like a secretive power, I guess I should say. Maybe not potential, but a secretive power. But he likes the challenge. He likes trying to surpass the expectations of the gifted. I don't know if any of y'all can relate to that. I definitely love to compete. Like, that's something that really motivates me is, you know, my friends or rivals, kind of people just being better than me at things. I just like want to keep getting better. It's like it gives me so much drive. So I can definitely relate to that feeling. It seems like ZANKA is that like glimpse that we get of that girl with the sword probably was that figure for him to compete with, I'd assume, or who was really talented, and he kept on wanting to reach that level or surpass them. Like for me, I have a funny example. It's so stupid, but like I started playing like my favorite game probably the past, I don't know, 5 years or so, 6 years, is Rocket League. I don't know if y'all play Rocket League, but it's a very difficult game. You got to play a lot of hours to get good at it. But when I started, my friends have been playing for quite some time. They were all really good. They're already like diamond or champion ranked or whatever. And I was like, man, I just want to like get as good as them someday. So like my goal was to just get as good as them and like get better than them at some point. So that always just like drove me to like keep playing and keep practicing, keep getting better and better. It's a silly thing because it's just a video game. I probably should apply it to more practical things in life, obviously, but I do understand it. It is a very driving thing, and I don't think having rivals is a bad thing. Obviously, you don't want to be overly competitive, but I think it is something that you can harness, you know? For the best moment, I'm going to give that to Zodil in the conversation with Rudo about kind of human nature and what normal really means. I really like that whole conversation about what normal really even is. Like he kind of gave an example of there's a group of people on the ground, a religious group who praise the trash falling from the sphere. You know, they kind of make it a religious thing, even though it kills them, like it falls on them. It's seemingly a destructive thing, but yet they choose to praise it, like they're viewing it as like a godly thing. They worship it, but for them, you know, it's what, you know, people probably grow up in that religion. They think it's normal. It's their world. It's their environment. And then they try to get everyone else to join in their religion, and, you know, it becomes the norm. It becomes common sense. And to question that norm or common sense is heresy, especially in a religion where there's not a lot of, you know, openness to other perspectives. A lot of times it's very like, this is the truth, this is the way. So normal and common sense don't really have much openings to be challenged in religion. But even just regular, like, you know, culture, politics, countries, you know, that's all the same, just in different ways. And he talks about how like that common sense can be kind of weaponized if it's built through a, you know, an evil regime kind of thing, and they kind of flash the apostles on the sphere and whatnot. But I do think it's interesting because I think it is very subjective of what normal is. It is very much based off your environment where you grow up. I think there is I don't know, it's difficult. I struggle with this, but to some degree there probably is like right and wrong, like what should be accepted as right or normal. Like you can maybe bridge that gap, is like normal should be, or what we connect to normal should be right and wrong. Like murder is wrong, stealing is wrong, like stuff like that, like sinful things. And I think that's somewhat built into culture, but it depends on who you ask. You know, some religions and faiths would say that those are, you know, natural truths, absolute truths that every human is born with, kind of thing. But I don't know, I'm kind of torn on whether it's like more from culture or if there is such thing as an absolute truth in this world that we live in, this reality. But it is very interesting to think about, because I feel like that's the only way to kind of like bridge the gap of like, if you're going to try to create a norm, it should be about right and wrong. But even then, it's probably open to interpretation depending on your subjectivity and the environment you're in. So it's interesting. One book that it really reminded me of is called The Myth of Normal. I think by Gabor Mate. I don't know if any of y'all have read that. I haven't read the whole thing, but I really like Gabor Mate, and it kind of breaks that down of like, you know, our environment that we're in is really not that healthy in the Western world, you know, but we call so many things normal, and it's not really, is it really normal to have this much dysfunction and unhealthy environments for ourselves, you know, whether it's like the food we eat or the like lack of family orientation, the 9 to 5, you know, kind of capitalist society, all that kind of questions a lot of those things. It's a really interesting read if y'all want to check it out. But yeah, and I really like the scene, especially when, you know, the boss is talking about how if you want the, you know, because of common sense, it's like, you know, kind of becomes like a groupthink thing or a general consensus. The only way to really break that, or not the only way, but probably the most quickly effective way, is to shock the system, to bring out that like foundational human nature. If there is like an absolute truth, it's like that deep human nature within all of us. And he eats the roach. Obviously not a normal thing for most people. Y'all saw my reaction. I was like, ugh. Right? Like most people don't eat roaches. A lot of people don't eat bugs. There are lots of people who do eat bugs, but I feel like roaches are kind of seen as like, you know, the lowest of the low kind of insects. And I just really like kind of, you know, the direct statement and then him showing it to Rudo in the audience. I thought that was really well done, really well written, and a little disturbing. For the funniest character, I'm gonna give that to Deer. I really liked his facial expressions, and bro gotta be like, oh, I can't raise you with you having all these expressions. You're gonna get wrinkles and everything. I don't know. Deer seems like a funny kid so far. I'm kind of curious on like how strong he's going to be. Seems like he might have some like underlying real potential here. And then we'll skip over the Sacco. I really liked all the characters in this episode. So, but yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Let me know what y'all thought about the fight. What you thought about human nature kind of discussion of normal and common sense and all that good stuff. Let me know what you think about Bundes and his power. Like his power, it seems like it's gonna be a little strange. Might be has some like weird, creepy undertones. Let me know if y'all know his VA. Like what else is he from? Like the only one I thought it might have been Dimple, but I'm not sure. It might have been from something else too. That was confusing. It was like in my mind the whole conversation. I couldn't focus. I was like, where's that from? But yeah, y'all, appreciate y'all joining me. I hope you have a really good rest of your day, and I will catch you for the next episode. Peace.